Welcome back, UMass, to UVC Sports Weekly. It has been a tumultuous week for UMass students as spring break was only a week ago, and UMass sports have been hot to trot. Tonight, our regular host Xander Manning couldn't make it due to the men's baseball team having a game at the exact same time. So in turn, I, Justin McCagnon, will be your host for this evening. Tonight, I will give a tribute to the men's hockey team for the major turnaround season this year since our last two shows were canceled, and then we will have Mallory to give a recap on the Minute women's softball team over the past week. We have a short segment for you tonight with a lot of good material, so don't change that channel. This is UMass Sports Weekly. And we are back. For this segment, I'm just going to give a brief wrap of the men's hockey season. When we last spoke of them, they had taken down the Vermont Catamounts in their first home playoff series in 10 years. It was a thriller in Mullins with the Minutemen winning the final game of the series by a score of 5-1. The Minutemen would go on to Northeastern for the quarterfinals of the Hockey East tournament, where they would lose 2 in a row by scores of 3-2 and 7-2. Not exactly how the Minutemen wanted to end their season, but in terms of this whole season compared to last year, let me just say wow. A team that lost in the first round of the playoffs and overall went 5-13-1 in 2017 turns it around and goes 17-20-2 with wins against big teams like number 10 Northeastern, number 7 Providence, and a tie against number 9 Boston University. That to me, folks, is one magical underdog story right there. Yes, the Minutemen may have had a losing record, but don't sleep on this team next year, fans, because this is the Minutemen. They are going to shock the Hockey East Conference. That will be all from me on men's hockey. When we come back, we'll be talking to Mallory, who will be giving us some insight on the women's softball team. I know you're loving this show, and it's not over yet. Stay tuned with us here on UVC. And we're back. Last week, the Minutewomen played against LaSalle and St. John's University. I was in Montreal getting inebriated, but we had Mallory to cover them. So with that, we have our softball expert, Mallory, here to talk with us. Mallory, how are you?
I'm great, Justin.
Sounds like the Minutewomen are having a great season. Is it true that Coach Christy Stefanoni earned her 100th career win?
Yep, that's right, Justin. Head coach Christy Stefanoni reached her 100th win as the Minutewomen won against LaSalle 8-0 in a 5-inning win yesterday. This is a huge career milestone for Stefanoni. On Sunday, the team won their 4th game in a row, and they now continue to play in the A-10 this weekend at George Washington. The weekend begins with a Friday doubleheader scheduled for 1 p.m.
That's incredible. Good for her indeed, actually. Any other exciting news from the game this past weekend?
Indeed. UMass senior pitcher Meg Colleran was named the Atlantic 10 co-pitcher of the week after the win against LaSalle. On Sunday, Colleran tossed 3 shutout innings with an 8-0 5-inning run while striking out a pair. She also held LaSalle to a .08 batting average.
Well, I wouldn't want to be standing beside the plate as she threw the ball towards me. But anyway, that's it for UMass softball. Thank you, Mallory, for joining us tonight. That will actually do it for us tonight, as it was a short little show for us. Tune in next week as Xander will be back here to host, and we will have the same people back on air. Follow us on Facebook or whatever social media we have. Have a good week, UMass. We'll see you next Tuesday.